We are live. Yay. I'm starting to fuzz early because I want to get this over with. I'll be honest, man. I want to get this. It's a little bit, I am not the best in front of a camera, in front of people, in front of eyeballs. And I know that, but I'm doing it for you guys, not for me. Okay, there's a side benefit for me. I need to be honest, right? But it's for you. This is mainly for new people, and this is just going to be, I have not scripted this. And I will get it in here, what I'm going to do every time, where I'm going to write it down and have a guide. But basically, I'm going to run through the same thing I did last Wednesday. Because this stream is for new people. I see Goo God in the chat. He posted something this morning. He's probably not in here, and that's fine. But he could teach this better than I could. There are many people far more qualified to teach pTGC and UFO than yours truly. But I'm able to ink out the time, and I'm willing, and I'm mega bullish about this ecosystem. So I'm a volunteer. I'm doing it. Okay. We're going to start by reading the white paper. And if Jonathan Shank comes in, he's my guy for answering all the questions in the chat. You in here, Jonathan? If he's not here, then guys, you can help me out. If there are questions in the chat that you can answer, just go ahead and take care of it if you would, please. And then I can focus on other material and we can get this done. Last time it took, I think it was like an hour and 20 minutes. So we will shoot for that this time also. We are going to start with white papers because that's imperative that you start with white paper. Pro tip, this is something that I figured out and I have not tried it, but I know it would work. If you are thinking about getting into this project or any project, copy the white paper, put it in a chat GPT, find the code, copy that, put it in a chat GPT, and ask chat to find any inconsistencies. I have not done it for this, literally for this white paper I'm about to read you. It would be interesting. Somebody do it and let me know what you find. That's interesting to think about. The code has been running for 14 months flawlessly, pTGC. UFO has been running for, I think, 10 months flawlessly. So I don't have an issue with it. But you guys that are new, that are fact checking, do that and read the white paper and pay attention. You're going to pick some things up. I'm going to drop some things in here if you're brand new that are going to be valuable. I'm a bit of a data head. I like information. I'm a data hound because I am not hyper intelligent. So I love information. I try to get as much as I can. And you can see right here in the white paper, I don't know if this is already in here. This is in the white paper. We're going to read this, guys. We're going to read the white paper. I'm going to run through it quick. And then we're going to go over to and read the UFO white. No, we're going to go into the DAP. We'll do one token at a time. pTGC, and then UFO. Okay, pTGC. This is a good white paper, guys. I probably like it because I like the token. When I discovered pTGC, it was like when I discovered Hex. I went bananas. I was like, this is the cat's meow, baby. Sign me up, Buttercup. And I've been in ever since. I'm just so excited about it. Why? Because it's an innovative technology. Leveraging bots. Literally. The yield to reflections and stakers, 80% of it, we figure, comes from bot activity, 24/7, 7 days a week. So that's getting a little bit ahead of us. Let's read the white paper. What is pTGC, otherwise known as the Gray's currency? Well, here are some things. It is 100% deflationary, 100% autonomous, truly decentralized. That's what we believe in over here, DeFi. It has a community-driven DAO, which is a decentralized autonomous organization. We'll talk about that briefly. Every reward is backed by LP value. Every single reward reward is backed by LP value. So everybody could take all the rewards home every single day, and it wouldn't even be a blip on the chart. Number would still go up. The initial token supply was 333 billion. The contracts are renounced, of course, cannot be modified, of course. The liquidity on PulseX is burned, locked forever, and growing. You earn high APY reflection rewards based on market volume. This is a volume and volatility based protocol, and so is UFO. The more volume we have, the higher the volatility, the better day we have. There is staking with no time constraints or early withdrawal penalties. Really, no time constraints or early withdrawal penalties. No penalties. We'll talk about all this. You have the freedom to collect rewards without breaking stake or time lock. The top 100 stakers may submit proposals that fuel the growth of pTGC. We always try, the DAO steers the proposals to fuel the growth of pTGC. There is voluntary time locking for delayed gratification and additional rewards. It is has fully decentralized amplifier tokens, adding constant perpetual volume. Perpetual auto buy and burns of pTGC with each transaction. Every single transaction. I'm going to close this vent real quick. Every single transaction adds to the underlying value of the token. And burning of tokens. That's adding to the value. Auto LP add with each transaction locked within the pTGC Pulse V1 LP on PulseX. All pTGC stakers may vote on proposals set forth by the top 100 stakers of the DAO. So if you stake pTGC, you can vote. I'll show you that. The liquidity pool web mechanics in place add perpetual volume with each transaction. The burn address, marketing wallet, and main liquidity pool are excluded from the rewards. Naturally, makes sense. We don't want to waste tokens. There are no broken promises. The DAO, staking, and token smart contracts are 100% complete. You can download this. I believe it's on. You can find it on the website. I don't think I put it in the description of the video. pTGC was launched fully complete. Upon deployment, the smart contracts were 100% automated with no future promises or potential for code modifications. There are no corporations or institutions backing this project. No minting functions to create additional tokens, no developer fees, no founder fees, guys, and nothing skimmed off the top. Inspired by the vision of Satoshi, pTGC is a gift to the world. Did you get that? It was fair launch. Beautiful. The token supply for pTGC was capped at 333 billion. Tokens were airdropped to Zen burners. We don't need to read this. I think this is a non-highlight section. I'm learning this as we go, guys. The Gray's currency tax system. We'd like to call it a fee because tax kind of gives us a little, tax. We don't like taxes. Fees, maybe we could put up with them. A 5% fee is applied to every buy, sell, or transfer, with none of the fees going to developer wallets. Instead, the fee is allocated to specific functions that support the Gray's currency. All fees are collected in Pulse, the native coin of the Pulse chain blockchain. The treasury is distributed, which is Pulse. The Pulse and the treasury is distributed according to approved DAO proposals, funding various initiatives, including but not limited to marketing campaigns, potential collaborations, market buy and burns of the token, or anything that the DAO decides would be a good idea. Most of the time right now, we're buying RH tickers on the cheap, LP'ing, sending the PLP tokens to the burn address, burning their tokens, our tokens, raising the price floor, and increasing our LP web. But in the future, we might, as the value of those tokens goes up, we might start buying pTGC and burning that, decreasing our supply. The fee distribution is as follows. So the 5% is distributed this way. 2% goes to the DAO treasury wallet and is used by the DAO to increase the value of pTGC. That's what it's used for. I mean, literally every time. 1% goes to stakers. 1% goes to holders and stakers. 0.5% buys and burns pTGC. 0.5% goes to LP on the PulseX V1 and is locked forever. Redistributed rewards. All pTGC rewards are distributed through reflections. With each buy, sell, or transfer, a portion is allocated. I'm reading this funky. Relax, Prairie, relax. Just read. All pTGC rewards are distributed through reflections. With each buy, sell, or transfer, a portion is allocated to both holders and stakers, with stakers receiving a larger share due to their support of the project. The more tokens you have staked, the greater your percentage of reflections. It's fair across the board. As trades take place, both holders and stakers earn rewards, making holding and staking pTGC a passive income generating machine. Locked tokens also continue to receive reflections. We'll talk about locked tokens. So like my bags of pTGC, I may never sell them because they literally provide me cash flow 3 different ways. I will show you. Burn. So it's redistributed. It's burnt. Let's see, where are we at here? With every buy, sell, or transfer, an automatic burn function is activated within the smart contract. All burn tokens are sent to a dead wallet, ensuring they can never be sold or circulated again. Burning tokens is comparable to buying them and never selling them. The Gray's burn mechanics generate consistent upward momentum for the project, keeping pTGC deflationary by reducing its supply. With each transaction, pTGC started with a supply of 333 billion tokens, which continues to decrease with every trade. So let's look at the burn address real quick because I want to show you guys this is legit. If you're new to the Pulse network and you're new to pTGC, here is where the token, this is called the burn address. This is the 00369 address. Any token that goes in here can never, ever, ever, ever be recovered. And here are pTGC tokens right here, 38.5 billion tokens. While we are here, since UFO has similar mechanics, here are 71.7 billion UFO tokens in the burn address that can never be recovered. Let's get back to the white paper. Staking. You can stake pTGC tokens on the DApp. While staking offers many advantages, the key feature is that there's no time lock requirement for stake tokens. You just stake them. You could literally unstake them the next minute if you wanted to, but you would pay a 1% fee, not a penalty, just a fee. There's no time lock requirement. Staking pTGC also allows you to earn greater rewards from trading volume compared to non-staked tokens. Additionally, staking any amount grants you eligibility to participate in the DAO, giving you voting rights on proposals related to the allocation of Pulse from the DAO's treasury wallet. Oh, I wanted to say something. If you are new to, and I got to write this down, there are some key things that I need to mention every time. And this is one. pTGC and UFO, I'm going to use a kind of a generic term, but they literally and figuratively are the easy button for the Pulse network. If you don't know what tokens to buy over here, you get these tokens. And because they're bonded with all the best assets on the Pulse network, you effectively own a part of all those tokens. And you can see for yourself how pTGC and UFO both have been moving up against the tokens that they're bonded with. So they're literally like an index of all the best on the Pulse network. When a stake is withdrawn, a 1% fee is distributed to all current stakers. Time locking. So this is another way you can earn more tokens. All pTGC holders have the option to stake their tokens without a time lock. However, some may choose to lock their tokens to resist their urge to sell during market fluctuations. To lock tokens, they must first be staked. Once staked, holders can opt to time lock their tokens. I think I need to change the font. I'm having a hard time reading it. Staked and locked tokens remain in your wallet and are visible, but they cannot be sold until a withdrawal is initiated. Stakers who choose to lock their tokens are divided into 10 tiers. I'm going to show you that right down below here, based on the duration of their lock. Rewards are distributed according to the amount of pTGC staked. The portion of the reward pool a user receives depends on their tier. Okay, let's just go look at this. And I got to write down. Just bear with me as I take some notes because I want to do this better the next time. Put the white paper in description. Thank you for your patience. We'll skip the examples. And just because I can explain it to you. Here's the time lock tier system. So if you lock tokens for 9 to 10 years, we call this a 10-year lock, but you can literally lock it 365 times 9 equals 3,285 plus 1. You can lock it for 9 years in 1 day, and you'll get the 10-year lock rewards. I wish I had known that when I locked mine. So you would earn 100% of the rewards that come to you proportional to your share of the locks. If you do an 8 to 9 year, you get 95% of the reward. What happens to the rest? It's sent to the burn address. And you can do all the way down to 90 days. I have quite a few 90-day locks for all the way from last spring, summer. I'm about to sneeze. And I just letting them sit there because, hold up. Because I needed time to think about what I was going to do. And I think I figured it out thanks to a friend of mine. And take your time when you're thinking about locking tokens. I mean, it's especially if you go for the 9 to 10 year. The 90 days for me is a no-brainer. You're literally going to earn 55%. You help the system because when you unlock that, the 45% gets sent to the burn address. You're burning tokens. People are going to love you for that. You're going to love yourself for that. You are single-handedly reducing the supply by staking or locking for 90 days. But anything more than that, you really need to think about what you're doing and know what you're doing, in my opinion. But here's the thing is the longer you lock, like let's say you do 10-year locks or a 10-year lock. And here's another thing too, man, don't lock up an entire big fat bag for 10 years, break it up into some small ones. So if you need to unlock one emergency unlock, then you're only paying the 30% penalty on one bag because there is a 30% penalty. Did we not mention that? I don't think we mentioned that. If you early unlock, you will pay a 30% penalty. But let's say you locked up $100 worth of tokens today for 10 years. And then 2 years down the road, it's worth $2,000. 30% penalty. Okay. It's that it's $1,400. Well, it's still worth it because you only put $100 in, right? Well, you could look at it that way. But it would still grind me to nuke $600. So just be deliberate. The 10-year locks are going to get the most of the pTGC, and the pTGC that you're earning in rewards for reflections and staking is in today's value. The locking, not rewards, but the locking penalties that you receive for having lock tokens are going to be in, how do I put it? They're going to be more valuable. I can't explain it, but ask your questions in the Telegram. Okay. If you have any questions, if I leave you with any questions, ask them in the Telegram. There's a link. The link is in the description. If it ain't there, let me know. But I learned most of my stuff in the Telegram. So you can do the same. So that's locking. And I'll get better at explaining stuff. I just need a little time. Probably a lot more time. And that's okay. That's pretty much it for the pTGC white paper. Let's go to, that is a good looking white paper too, if I may say so myself. Let's go to the dApp. All right, I've got a wallet connected here and we are on, this is the dApp. If you guys haven't seen it, let me check this chat. Win $1, dude. Man, at the rate we're going, I'm not going to mention that, but it is going good. Hey, Shaka. And we were talking in the chat yesterday morning. Me and somebody else were talking last summer about hitting a penny by March. And then somebody else is having the same conversation this morning about hitting a penny by March. And I'm like, Man, we're on the same wavelength here. Can we imagine? Guys, pTGC is only 19x away from a penny. We've got 3 months till mid-March. We could do a 19x 3 months. It could happen. I'm not saying it will, but the chart's looking good, guys. If you haven't pulled it up, let's have a look at that chart before we get into the DApp, because I do want to show you something. This is pTGC PLS. It costs 6 PLS per pTGC, and we just hit 1-to-1 like 4 months ago, 5 months ago. I don't remember what the date was. But the reason I wanted to show you guys this is, let's look at it in USD terms. Zoom out a bit. Look how this token has performed, guys. This is on the daily. I mean, this is just up and to the right. Up and to the right, baby. And let's look at it versus WPLS. Look at that, guys. Up and to the right, even more. It looks like it's even more dramatic, and it is even more dramatic. And here's the thing, guys. This is what makes me so excited about where I think this token is going and what is going to send it there. It's Pulse. Pulse right now, the sacrifice rate for Pulse, let's look at Pulse. I'll just pull it up. The sacrifice price for Pulse was 301. So we are right now 83% of sac rate. And pTGC and UFO are already blowing the doors off of Pulse. What do you think is going to happen when Pulse moves? What do you think is going to? I mean, we have a 14-month track record with pTGC and a 10-month, I think it's 10 months track record with UFO. What do you think is going to happen when Pulse moves? I think it's pretty clear. So let's go back to the DApp, the staking. I've got my wallet connected. It's not somebody else's wallet because I don't want to show mine, but let's start at the top. Start at the top, Prairie. You got your home button, staking, DAO. If you want, we'll see the DAO. The game, there is a game. pTGC stats, and then UFO and Grays Gear. The total staked in the entire ecosystem is 223 billion pTGC. Total locked, 137 billion pTGC. Lots of lot of locked tokens. I had never really looked in that in light of how much I could garner from early unlock fees. But that's juicy. I had not even noticed that before. Total TGC earned. See, so this is global information up here, and this is my wallet information here. This wallet, which is not mine, it has 9.4 million pTGC in it, which in today's terms is about 9 times 5, about $4,500. It has earned 296,000 pTGC. Yeah, total. For holding, it has earned 110,000. For staking, it has earned 153,000, and from locking, 32,000. So, and here is the staking area, staking and locking area of the DApp. So, if you were going to stake tokens, you would connect your wallet to this DApp, and you would stake them by hitting this button right here. And you can stake as much as you want. You can do a percent. You can do a certain number, whatever you want to do. Confirm it in your wallet, and you will have staked pTGC. If you want to end that stake, you will need to withdraw it and be ready to pay a 1% fee, which goes to all the other stakers. I have not determined, but I don't remember, and I could not find how long it takes to earn your 1% feedback, but it's like a couple months. It all depends on volume. One of the beautiful things about pTGC is that you can claim, and I need to do this. I need to do it because it's a friend of mine's wallet. Okay. I need to claim his pTGC and recycle it back into his principal. So he's earning more. I'm pretty sure he's earning on that he has. Oh, I got to find that out. Just 1 second. Do I earn reflections? Maybe somebody can answer me. Do I earn reflections on earnings? At least I'm not doing math on stream. I don't know. So in order to claim this, you hit the claim button. It's going to pull my wallet up. Good morning, stylist. And you do the transaction. You guys, okay. So you claim it, and then it's in your wallet, and then you restake it if you want to. Let's see. And okay, so this is your claimable pTGC from staking. But if you want to see reflections, click on stake. Watch this. Click on stake. And this number right here is all that this wallet has earned in reflections. So I could stake that. And there you go. I would stake 18,000 pTGC. But what I would want to do is claim. What I want to do is claim what I've earned from staking, right? And then that will be in my wallet, and then stake all of it. Am I making sense? You got two things going on here. You've got your reflections and your staking. Then down here is a lock. I locked up all of these tokens for, it was a 90-day lock. And it has earned 15,000 pTGC. And this lock is mature. I can unlock it and not pay a penalty. I am not going to do that, but I could also just claim, and I can claim the rewards. So effectively, if I was going to recycle all the pTGC from the earnings for this wallet, I would claim the early unlock rewards that this wallet has and pay the modest fee in Pulse, might be a couple cents. And then I would claim the earnings from staking, and then I would stake. And when I stake, it would add this number in here. So I would stake 17,000 plus 29,000 plus 15,000. Whatever that is what I would end up staking. And I need to do that for this guy. So are there any questions? You are welcome for the alpha. I'm flattered that you think it's alpha. No, but really, sometimes it's good to, we don't always see everything when we go to the sites that we use, right? And if somebody else is walking us through, we see more. So it is what it is. No, let's go to the DAO. Available funds for the DAO are 5 million Pulse. And we just approved a proposal just yesterday, I want to say, or maybe Friday. I want to see how much 5 million Pulse is worth. No. Oh, 5 million WPLS. $416. Yeah, I guess there's $416 in the DAO. And that's not super juicy, but I'm going to tell you guys, and the other day the proposal was for $45,000. I think it was $45,000. Let me check the math on that. There are 5 million, and that's 5 million. Yeah. Well, let's look at the volume. $416. That's got me puzzled. The volume in the last 24 hours is $379,000. We've seen more than that, but we've seen a lot less too for a long extended periods of time. So, the volume is good, and it's only going to get better. This is secretobank.com, and the link is in the description. But let's get back to the DApp. The DAO. If you want to see the proposals, you can see them all here. And if you're a top 100 staker, you may make a proposal. There is a game, and I don't think there's a ton of activity on the game. Let's see. This one ends in 3 hours, 53 minutes. You can win pTGC. What was the latest winner? Most recent winners won. This dude won 12,000 pTGC, 25,000, and 26,000. let's see what the value of that is. That's not, let's see, 25,000 pTGC. I don't know that the juice was worth the squeeze on that. Well, maybe it'll be a version 3 someday. It's all right. I'm not here for the game. I'm here for the gains. Here are the pTGC stats. Thank you, vets. So we have this beautiful pie chart, supply distribution. We will start at the top. Staked only, 26%. So that's only the tokens that are staked only. Staked and locked, 41%. Burned tokens, 11.6%. And growing. And the available supply in the liquidity pools is I think that's 7,509,000,000 tokens. And then held in people's wallets is 19.2%. There you have it. pTGC burned until now is 11.56%. Projected burn in the next 6 months, 16.4%. If we continue at the current rate, we will have burned 16.4% in the next 6 months. Beautiful, eh? Love it. And here is the number of holders. We're still under 10,000. We're going to be at 10,000 by the end of the month. I'm encouraging you to, if you don't hold any, this is the Prairie Banana. encouraging you to sign up, get a wallet. Pro tip: because it's a tax token and the fee is applied on every buy, sell, and transfer, buy it from a wallet you intend to keep it on. Okay, don't nuke 5% of your hard-earned money transferring to another wallet. I have done that, and it's not pleasant. But what I did is I just had to buy back the 5%. I mean, really. So, buy from wallet. Okay. And then stakers. There are only 2,200 stakers. Really. Wow. And I've got 5 of those. Wow. We're just beginning, guys. Total value locked, $70 million. Circulating supply right there. Stake supply, burn supply. I'm a number guy, and that still makes my head spin. Okay. What else do we need to cover? We got any questions? If you got questions, ask them in the chat, because otherwise we're going to flip over to UFO next. But I've got more. Let's go look into ptgc.com. If you find yourself in this ecosystem, let's say you're already in, or you're coming in and you're really geeking out and you want as much as you can get out of this ecosystem, I recommend this site right here. Look into ptgc.com. You guys know Crypto Kong? He's a friend of mine. He built this, and it's the cat's meow for data for pTGC and UFO. You guys need to check this out. There's a link in the description. Look into ptgc.com. There is a free version and a paid for version. So let's go to the dashboard for pTGC. And I like to look at how the fees are allocated. Where is this 5% going? Is it going to some developer's wallet? No, it's not. Here's where it's going. In the last 24 hours, $1,962 was used to burn pTGC. Same amount was added to liquidity. $3,925 was paid to holders in reflections. $3,925 was paid to stakers. And then $7,850 went to the DAO. That's cool, because what the DAO does with it, it makes LPs, burns the PLP tokens, builds a price floor. And the whole purpose and intent of the DAO is to make the ecosystem better, really. And it eventually will be burning tokens, and I'm excited about that. Let's do a little, let's do some moon math on pTGC. There's a tab missing. Just so you know, if you do decide to get the premium version, which I think is like $17 a month, which I have, and I'm just like, it's amazing. You guys are going to see some stuff here. I probably better not do this actually, because I need to visit with him before, because I was trying to, I'll try it, but if it doesn't work, just know that I knew in advance that it wasn't going to work. But if you guys want to spend the $17 a month, just know that Kong, the data that he has gotten for this site, it came at a lot of work. It's not easy to get data like this on the Pulse network. On Ethereum, it's a whole different ballgame. It's far easier from what I understand. So $17 a month, all day long. And just know that he is always building this. He is such a nerd, and he would laugh if he heard me say that. But he loves data, and he is always building this thing. So like, it's almost like if you get in for $17 a month now, you're going to get, you'll have more value in it in a month for sure. Okay. So let's do a quick input, a moon math calculation on pTGC Pulse. With an X factor of 2. X factor is, what do we think pTGC is going to do relative to Pulse? Well, historically, it has done at least a 2.5x. Honestly, it's really done a 25x, but we think probably the number of X's is going to decrease. I mean, the more a token has done X's, the harder it is. It just stands to reason, the harder it's going to become to do more X's, right? Which doesn't mean that I'm bearish on this token at all. I think we've only begun. But let's make that X factor 2.5, because I think pTGC should do 2.5x against Pulse, you know, for the next several months until Pulse hits 0.05. How many X's is that? 0.05, that'd be 5 cents. 0.05, I think it's going to tell me down here. I hope it tells me down here. So with an X factor of 2.5, target price for Pulse of 0.05, here's the current price of Pulse, current price of pTGC, and the ratio. The final price of pTGC would be 77 cents. Wow, that almost gives me goosebumps, but I'm too warm for that. The base price of pTGC would be, wait a second, base price would be 31 cents. And then the two with the X factor, it would be 77 cents. I think that's how it works. And if the base price of the current ratio stayed the same and the tokens were brought up together equally through Hart's law, and this one says the final price after applying the X factor. Yeah. So if Pulse goes to, I need to know how many X's that is. How many X's is 0.05 divided by 0.00, I'm going to call it 8. 0.05 divided by 0.008 equals 625. So 600 and some odd X's for Pulse. 16, I'm going to call that 1600 X's for pTGC. You think Pulse might do a 600X? What if it does a 100X? So that would be, is that 100X? Hold up. No, that'd be a 10X. Yeah, this would be 100X right here. So the final price for pTGC with an X factor of 2.5, meaning pTGC moves against Pulse at a rate of 2.5 X's. And Pulse does a 100X. I don't think RX is going to accept anything less than 100X. The final price of pTGC would be 12 cents or 251X, excuse me, from where it is right now. And we're 19X away from a penny. And that would be 251X, 12 cents. Can you believe it? That would be so amazing. I think we're going to see it this cycle. Not financial advice, guys. None of this is. But yeah, this is good stuff. Right. Are there any questions? Good morning, Kay Hudson. Hey guys, I appreciate you guys being in here. 136 eyeballs. That just floors me that you guys would watch me, drink my water and talk about these tokens that I love. And I hope that you're getting something out of this. If you got questions, ask them. I'm going to drink some water. Okay. We press on. UFO. Man, there is so much stuff. All right, I'm going to be real plain with you guys. I'm working on a presentation about, are you bullish on EHEX? I am today. Did you see the chart? Woo! That thing's, was it up like 30% or 40%? Good grief, man. That's a beautiful thing. Yeah, I've got assets over there. Yeah, okay, you got me, Aaron. You got me. I'm working on a presentation about pTGC and UFO, and that might be, I might cut my teeth on you guys with the presentation, because everything that I'm doing in the presentation is very deliberate. Like, I'm including everything that I know I need to. What I'm doing right now is I'm just flying by the seat of my pants, man. Late to Hex, early to UFO. We're going to make it. Exactly, K. Hudson. You and me. I was late to Hex, dude. My entry to crypto was all the altcoins, Bitcoin and Ethereum back in the spring of 2021. I discovered Hex, aped into that at the top, not realizing everybody was pumping the price to sacrifice for Pulse. I missed the Pulse sack, got in on PulseX, and I've been dollar cost averaging ever since into Richard Heart tokens mainly, and Richard Heart ecosystem tokens. I don't even know if there is a pTGC EHEX pair. Oh, there is. Let's show you that before we start with the UFO white paper. Let's show that to you. Secretobank.com. You're looking for the pTGC EHEX. And I may have spoken hastily, but let's go by, I'm going to sort by liquidity. Our biggest liquidity pool is with UFO and then WPLS. Liquid, burn, die. Here's a hex pool on PulseX V2, $946,000. I just don't, maybe you guys know which hex that is. I would guess that that's P hex. Maybe you guys can let me know in the chat. Okay. Yeah, I'm probably going to end up using that presentation for you guys. So far, just so you know, I've got the pTGC part of the presentation roughed in. I got to smooth it. And then I got to work on the UFO, which I think will be faster. Smooth that. And then I'll probably just use it here. That's probably what I'm going to do. So, okay, UFO white paper. Let's get through it. UFO stands as a pivotal amplifier share my screen here. Within the pTGC ecosystem, strategically engineered. Think about this, guys. The founder of pTGC, he spends probably 2 to 3 years studying Richard Heart like a maniac and thinking and meditating and sleeping on this project pTGC. And then he has his experience launching this project, which is phenomenally successful. And then he gets another idea and he's working on it for months and months and months. What do you think is going to happen with UFO? It's his second project. It's probably going to be very successful, equally or more, in my opinion. Engineered to foster unity between the Richard Heart ecosystem and the Gray's currency. It was designed with precision. UFO operates as a catalyst, intensifying bot activity and token volume for both UFO and pTGC. Central to its architecture is a 6% buy and sell fee. It's not a selfie, it's a sell fee. Meticulously structured to deliver rewards to holders, LP providers, and pTGC enthusiasts alike, leveraging the same cutting-edge technology utilized to capture fees within pTGC. What is that cutting-edge technology? I don't even think we covered it. It's that the bots are arbing these pairs day in and day out. Every time, I am totally just scattered all over the place. Every time one of these pairs has an inequality, like somebody makes a trade on the hex pTGC pair, that causes an imbalance. And so it causes a ripple effect across all these pairs. And our bots have to balance all of this liquidity across the whole network. And the bots have to pay the 5% fee, which goes to reflections, goes to stakers, goes to adding LP, 2% goes to the DAO, and on and on and on. It goes in, day out. We literally do not even need users. Wow. But we want them because we want to share with you this magnificent opportunity to be in early on these two projects. UFO extends its reach, motivating holders of RH coins to pair them with UFO. We're going to show you this. This symbiotic relationship not only expands our network, but also amplifies our volume, culminating in greater rewards for all stakeholders. The initial supply was 1 trillion tokens. The buy fee, sell fee, and transfer fee, it always sounds funny when I say sell fee, is 6%. And again, be careful what wallet you buy UFO from, because there is a fee to transfer it from wallet to wallet. And here's how the fees are distributed. 3% is rewarded to UFO LP providers in the following pools. So with UFO, you can LP your RH tickers with. So you go to the DApp, and let's say you have 500,000, let's say you have 1 million PDI, and you might not want to start there. You got, I don't know, 5,000 ink. And like, it's just sitting in my wallet. Well, now that I have this UFO, I can pair these two, and I will earn part of this 3% fee. And you can do that with Pulse, PulseX, Ink, Hex from Ethereum, PDI, and pTGC. I wouldn't do pTGC because it's the only token that's not whitelisted. As a matter of fact, neither UFO nor pTGC are whitelisted in the contract. For that, if you pair them even on the DApp, you're going to pay 5% on pTGC, 6% in UFO. So 11% just to set an LP position. And then when you want to exit, another 11%. I'm not interested in paying 11% tax. I would pair up one of these tokens before I do pTGC and UFO. There are some that do, but I think they are very few. Very few. 1% is rewarded to holders of the UFO token paid in UFO. So UFO is a reward, a reflections token. 1% goes to holders in rewards and reflections, and that is paid in UFO. As soon as you hold UFO in your wallet, you're going to start earning those reflections. So just when you buy UFO, jot down how much you have all the way down to the very last digit. And the next day, come back and you're going to see more digits. You're going to see a change, more tokens. 1% is utilized to buy and burn the UFO token. 1% is used to buy and burn pTGC. So UFO burns pTGC. Okay, that's interesting, isn't it? Something about the founder wanted to help the pTGC token, and he did that when he built UFO. That's pretty cool. And we found that, we've got the data. We found that UFO burns more pTGC than pTGC itself. And my data is a little bit, the formulas are they're in process of being reworked right now, but I have to work on this presentation. So I'm not going to show you the data, but I'm going to tell you I've seen it. And I'm like, wow, UFO is burning more pTGC than pTGC itself. It's astounding. Holding UFO. Users can simply hold UFO in their wallets to participate in the ecosystem. Holders of UFO automatically receive their proportional share of the 1% holders reward. This reward, paid in UFO token, is deposited directly into the wallets without the need for staking or any additional processes. Providing liquidity. Users have the option to provide liquidity using UFO paired with any of the, we talked about this already. I don't want to repeat myself and waste you guys' time. How long have we been on? 50 minutes. We are really running through this. LP providers earn their share of the 3% rewards. These rewards, okay, so when you LP UFO, the reward is going to be in Pulse. Ever since I paired some UFO, I have not needed to buy any Pulse. I was constantly having to buy Pulse to make transactions and stuff because I was just throwing money into the market during the bear market, and I kept my wallets empty and full, if you know what I mean. And but now that I hold UFO and I'm LPing it, I do not need to buy Pulse anymore because I'm earning Pulse, and all I need to do is harvest it, and it's in my wallet. Boom, it's cool. So the rewards are paid in Pulse, deposited directly into your wallets without requiring any further interaction. Users are advised that the only pair that is charged the fees is the UFO pTGC pair. Yes, that's it. It is so warm in here, even though I covered my vent. It's probably because I'm being so active too. Let's look at the UFO part. So same DApp, UFO token. Let's look at it, make sure my wallet is still logged in. Yay. Yeah, this dude is going to be, I'm sending him screenshots of his wallet because he has pTGC and UFO in there. And every time it ticks up $1,000, I'm sending him a screenshot. And trying to keep him excited, you know, and it's working. Let's click on, okay, back up. We're in the UFO token section. And you can read about UFO, and there are 2 links, UFO liquidity pools and UFO PLP pools. If you want to set up an LP pool, click on liquidity pools. And let's say you want to do that, UFO Inc. pool. You go to manage pool. This is how simple it is. We get this question in the chat quite a bit. And you click on, this is how simple. Of course, you have to have your wallet connected to the DApp. You click add liquidity. And you have to have equal dollar amounts of UFO and Inc. or whatever token you're LPing. And if you're going to if you're going to put in 100 UFO, let's say, then I don't think this would work because I don't have enough. I don't have enough ink. I don't have any ink in this wallet. Yeah. So anyhow, you just pair up equal amounts of each token and then click add new liquidity. And you can do that with any RH ticker in this list, Hex, EHEX, Inc., and so on. And then you're going to see your share of the pool right here. Okay. Let me just scan here for questions. All right. The other button that you can click on is UFO PLP rewards. Click on that. And this wallet has rewards. And again, I need to claim them. Let's wait for it to refresh. Earned. Maybe in my wallet. Give me a second. Yeah, I'm going to refresh the whole screen because it should be. Just bear with me a second. It should be pulling the pending rewards for this wallet. I need to click 0DB1. Let me check, make sure this is the correct wallet. Yeah. Everything's right. It's not pulling the. I did not. Even if I had done this a few days ago, there would be rewards pending. I'm not sure. Let's see. Oh, never mind. I know this wallet. He hasn't LP'd anything. I'm sorry, guys. Let's pull up one that has something in it. Yeah, I talked to this guy. I'm like, hey, you might want to, pair up and make some dough, but he hasn't. So this wallet here only has 1 million UFO in it. And it is, yeah, here it is right here. The UFO shares was 999.99 thousand. And the pending reward is 15.725 pulse. So this is not a large bag. I think this is worth less than $100 or $80, something like that. So it's just 1 million UFO. And I LP'd it with Pulse at the very beginning of UFO. And so it's just been sitting here and I haven't done anything with it. It's an experimental wallet, but it's valuable because now you can go back and you can count the days and divide it by the amount of Pulse that it's earned, and you can do a lot of stuff with it. But just to illustrate to you that if you LP UFO with Pulse or any of these tickers, by the end of the day, you're going to have rewards pending. And it's not like your reflections. Your reflections come in very rapidly and frequently. The rewards for LP'ing do not. They come in whenever the contract reaches a certain threshold. It'll trigger and then send all the rewards to everybody at the same time. And it can take a couple hours. So maybe a few times a day it happens, but I'm not checking all day long, but here's the rewards. If you have multiple pairings on one wallet, you can claim the whole wallet with this button right here, and you just pay the modest fee. Let's see how much that fee is. I want to tell you guys. You guys cannot see the wallet, but it would. Okay, this is $1.24 worth of pulse, and it would cost 4 cents. 465 pulse. Very cool. And then here's the reflections. This wallet has earned 30,000 UFO in reflections since May, whatever, when I set this up, or June. No, this would have been May. I'm getting these wallets mixed up. So, yay, a question, Amanda. I'm so glad. How do I get to the light paper to direct others? I just jumped in on this chat. Sorry if you already covered it. Amanda, I wrote that down to put into the description for the video. I want to stick this to my forehead so I don't forget. I'm going to stick it somewhere where I won't forget. On my tea mug. After this stream, I'm going to pop it into the description of this video. But how did I find it? I'm pretty sure, and I'm sorry, guys. I'm pretty sure it's on. Let's go find it. Pretty sure it's on the homepage. Is it not? There's a video you can watch on the homepage about pTGC. Bear with me, guys. I think it is. I think this is it right here. Yeah. I think this is it. Yeah, I think it's it. I think that's it. I can't click on this link and get to the white paper for whatever reason, because it wants me to log into OneDrive. So I will drop it in, Amanda, after this stream. I'll drop in a link because I can even give you a link, but I can't drop links in the chat. I'll do that right afterwards. Okay, so let's go to the dashboard for UFO. Look into ptgc.com. I want to skip a lot of this. UFO metrics. Here's the price, volume, liquidity. I did a little experiment, guys, the other day. I did a little experiment, and I'm very impressed with the performance of UFO. I'm just saying, it's the APY is really good. Very impressed with UFO, and I think we all kind of knew intuitively, or whatever. The super smart people were like, this thing's a beast. pTGC is an animal. UFO is a beast. Okay. And I'm so excited about these things. But anyhow, the 24-hour volume was $25,000. $12,400 went to LP providers. $4,000 bought and burned UFO. $4,000 was sent to holders. $4,000 bought and burned pTGC. There you have it. $25,000 of value that stays in the system in one day. You do that for 30 days, guys, and that's $750,000. You're welcome, Amanda. That stays in the system. Just amazing. Just amazing. All right, I'm going to show you, or I think we're about done. If you have questions, 217 people in here. Thank you. Sub to my channel. We got more videos coming. We're going to do some videos on, probably do some videos on pTGC, UFO, and some other tokens. And I would appreciate it if you'd sub to my channel. That's not why I'm here, but you may as well sub, right? I'm not like my wife. My wife likes to teach. I like to shill. Yeah, no, I do like to help you guys, because I was once new to this ecosystem and I needed somebody to teach me. I was once brand new to crypto, and I'm like, Picking stuff up from YouTube videos is difficult, but you can pick up a few more things in a stream, right? If you guys want to talk to, well, I need to talk about this every single time. If you guys want to talk to the founder of pTGC and UFO, you can do it tomorrow night. We're having a space on, follow me on Twitter, follow him on Twitter. We announce it. I already announced it this morning. I set it up this morning. Tomorrow, 8:30 p.m. Eastern. The founder and me are going to do a space. 4 o'clock, let's see, that'd be 6 o'clock on Tuesday. He's doing a voice chat in the Telegram. You can talk to him yourself. The founder of a protocol that's worth tens of millions of combined market cap. There will be I'll do another one of these at 11 a.m. Eastern, all times in Eastern on Wednesday. Zen is going to do a founder. He's going to do another voice chat Thursday at 11 a.m. Eastern. And we'll do another space at 10 a.m. Eastern. Okay, so our opportunity is to talk to the founder, ask him your questions. And we have a Telegram. You can ask your questions in Telegram. Okay, so time is running out to ask your questions because we're probably going to end on this page right here. And I hope that Kong doesn't hang me for showing this page. There's one page I'm definitely not going to show, and that's the locking page. Man, I was dying to see how everybody was setting up their locks, and you can see it on this site. Sorry, I'm trying to drive. He's my buddy, and I'm driving traffic to him. Like, guys, sign up, and if you got the funds and you or had the desire, sub to his product. It's incredible. You're gonna be pleased, I think, if you're a real data head and like to keep up on things. But I can't show everything. Otherwise, we didn't buy his stuff. It'd be rude, right? Let's do the reflections. I'm gonna do a reflections analysis. And I've been practicing on this. I practiced yesterday. So don't be too hard on me. I'm going to take a drink. Okay, pay attention. We've had some really good feedback on this page right here, because what you're about to see is what you could potentially earn for holding tokens based on hypothetical future volume of the network. So we're going to put this in experimental mode. I really like how you built this, Kong. It's really cool. I got to get a wallet address. I'm going to get there's a good idea. I'm going to get an address of a wallet that is probably a squid. Let's get us a squidly wallet, paste it in here. Calculate yields. Okay, pTGC. This is the volume simulator, and there's a bunch of information down here. Current volume on the network that we're going to review down there. The current volume on the network is about maybe $500,000 in a given 24-hour period. Right now, this is set to $5 million volume. We have seen on pTGC, I think we have seen $1 million in volume in 24 hours. I'm pretty sure. If we haven't, it was very close. The Pulse network is just beginning to wake up. Pulse is still below sacrifice. People are discovering Pulse, but it has not been discovered yet. In my opinion, we could have a lot more volume. So let's set this to $25 million. Now, granted, the market goes in cycles. So let's just say this is the top of the cycle. This is like the peak day. But maybe there were 90 days before and 90 days after. But this is the peak day, $25 million in volume. Your annual return on this bag, which I will show you down here. This dude is a dolphin. Let's just go down there. He has 100 million pTGC. Wow, not bad. The value is $50,000. That's how much he's earned in reflections. Let's get back to this. Get a little distracted. His yearly return is 80%. Monthly return, 7%. Daily return, 0.2. All right, let's get down here. He's a dolphin. I like how that image moves. That's pretty cool. Current APY, 80%. Okay, this is a dolphin bag. It is $50,000 worth of pTGC. At a daily volume of $25 million, he would earn 101 bucks. Only for holding. That doesn't include staking. The staking is twice that plus a little bit. So if he stakes those tokens, he's probably going to make 200 bucks a day, which is $6,000 a month, $75,000 a year. 70? Whoa. All right, let's settle in on me. $75,000 a year for a $47,000 bag. But I'm gonna be real honest here. We have not seen $25 million in volume yet. You know, I think it's coming. Listen, everything that we have talked about for the last 8-10 months has happened or has happened even better, at least to this point in the cycle. And to me, it stands to reason that what we're talking about perhaps happening in the future might happen. It might happen also. So $25 million in volume, we could do more. What if we went to $50 million? Well, that same dolphin with a $50,000 bag of pTGC in today's terms would be earning $150,000 in yield because that's, I'm combining the reflections and the staking rewards. So his next tier would be a shark. Now let's go down and look at something that's, let me call it more attainable. At $50 million in volume, a squid, which is $1,400 worth of pTGC, or $3 million. A squid, $1,400 worth of pTGC would earn in yearly terms, let's call that $5,000. About $5,000. Now, if you had 5 squids, if you had 5 squid positions, which is 1.4 times 5, that would be $7,000. 5 squid positions set for $7,000. 2.2 times 2 times 5, that'd be $22,000 per year. Some pretty juicy rewards. Let's look at UFO. We'll wrap it up with UFO. Grandpa Pulse, X plus YT equals 211 people watching. We are starting to heat up. You ain't kidding, Grandpa. 236 eyeballs in here. We're at the beginning, guys, of a bull run. And there are people, we're getting more eyeballs on these projects, guys. We're getting more eyeballs on them. UFO, same wallet. Let's start at $25 million in volume. Now, with UFO, we do not have staking. 130% annual return. The sea creature for this wallet is a dolphin. Just bear with me. I'm kind of just scanning. The annual yield is $13,000. That's just for holding the tokens. $13,000. Now, if you are, how much is this bag worth? $10,000. That's a $10,000 bag. So if you were let's go shark. If you had a $66,000 bag of UFO and at $25 million in volume, Your annual yield would be $84,000 for a $66,000 bag. But, are we going to run at $25 million in volume for a year? Probably not. So let's just be honest, but we could run up to 50. We could run beyond 50. We don't know. We haven't been there yet. We don't have any history beyond it. For UFO, we don't have any history beyond about 2 million. We did 2 million 8 days ago. 8 days ago, we did $2 million in volume. So $7,000 bag. Let's call that $9,000 a year. That's some juicy rewards. Are there any other questions? Any other questions? We had one question, but I like it. Always come to class with a question. I know I didn't answer all y'all's questions, so but appreciate you being here. I'm going to do this again on Wednesday, and I've taken some notes of things that I'm going to include for next Wednesday. And I think that's it. It just seems like I missed something, but we covered the white paper. We covered the DAP. We went over, we went to the chart. Hey, let's look at UFO. We did not look at the UFO chart. Let's end on that. I want to look at UFO versus pulse. Whoa. That's your buy signal, guys. Look at that. November 4th. Something happened on November 4th. And we have been up and to the right. I'm going to, at the top of that green candle is 380%. 3.8x in less than 2 months. Yeah, this token, guys, is a beast. I'm going to have to show you guys my sheets. Maybe on Wednesday we'll show you the sheets with the data that I got. And we'll have to do that on Wednesday because I'm plumb tuckered and you guys are probably tired of listening. And I hope you guys have a good week. Subscribe to my channel. Follow me on Twitter. And jump in the Telegram. If you have any questions, there are far better experts than me in the Telegram. They can answer any questions. They've heard practically everything before. We will be on Spaces with tomorrow with the founder. And that's a wrap, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great rest of your Sunday and a good week ahead. See you later. Ciao.